Rise and grind and go get it. I am your host, Mike Man, back with another episode of the hottest thing smoking. Rapperweed TV, the podcast. You know how we does it, flame them if you got them. Niggas of the backwoods burning. Go ahead, press the subscribe button when it's loud, loud, circle forming. Because of COVID, I can't pass it, man. I need 12 feet. 6 for the COVID, 6 for that pin of ass blunt. You tap that notification button, we got a circle. You're listening to Rosa Nice from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Chia playing right now on Spotify. We going up, powered by StreamYard on YouTube. Check us out at SoundCloud, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, and more. Question of the day: is it time to go back to the feel-good party boogie music? Because all this gangster rah-rah shit y'all doing, it's apparent that y'all can't hold your liquor and you're too sensitive with your words. So we need to get back to partying and dancing and shit, because y'all can't handle that shit, bro. Rapperweed TV, the podcast. I am your host, Mike Man. Go ahead, push that cash app, MBMG214. We are going up on Spotify right now. And I just found out they got us on iHEARTradio. Chill. I got to give my shout outs. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio, Sacramento, California, Orlando, Florida, DC, Trenton, New Jersey, Detroit, Michigan, Wittenberg, Germany, and Pretoria, Africa. Some shit. But shout out to y'all for tuning in. This is Rapperweed TV, the podcast. We trying to be the growing podcast of 2021. You know, we does it, flame. If you got them, man, tap in. But if you over here with that red jet, I'm gonna need you on the other side of the exit, please. Thank you. Got my crown. We waiting on Rosa Nice. Chill. You listen to Revolutions by Rosa Nice from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was scroll down one of my apps one day. I think it was the Loom app. And basically, I came across this track. And, you know, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not biased or racist in no parts. I love all. But she's a white girl. But when you hear the track, I mean, you like, okay, I get it. But then when you see her, you get the idea of like Pink. Like Pink was one of my favorite white artists. So she's kind of like a Pink, but you know. Well, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out on YouTube. Rosa Nice, Revolutions. But we're waiting on her to tap in with us because right now we're powered by StreamYard going up on YouTube. You can check us out streaming on Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube, and more. Oh, yeah, and check out the Anchor app. You want to get your podcast going, man? Just get you the Anchor app. Go to ANCHOR.FM. Yes, I'm paid to say that. This is Rapperweed TV, the podcast. I'm your host, Mike Man. Question of the day, man. Is it time to go back to the party, the boogie, the feel-good music? Because it's quite apparent that these motherfuckers nowadays, they can't hold their liquor and you're too sensitive with your words. That's just my opinion. Quote me on that if you will. But is it time to go back to just like the house party type vibe? You know how it went down when you in a house party or the backyard barbecue. They got your favorite tunes playing. You ain't got to worry about nobody pulling out a pistol or a knife or a shank or whatever. Having words because, you know, we feeling good, we partying. Is it time to go back to that type of music? Because, I mean, everybody want to be gangster. Everybody been wanting to be gangster these last 5, 5, 10 years, and it don't look like it's been working out for some of you, to be perfectly honest. Just on the outside looking in. Like if you really think about it and look at all the deaths we done had. Look at all the publicized beefs that you've seen. You see all that shit when Michael Jackson and Prince was out here doing their shit. Did you see that when Marvin Gaye and Barry White and all them was out here doing all that? Nah. Like, it's time to get back to that party and shit, man. It's time to get back to that feel good shit because all this hard shit, this gangster shit, some of y'all can't handle that, bro. I'm just being honest, just looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Me, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. For me, for years, I've been trying to dodge that fucking OG label and all this shit, but I'm gonna have to own up to it, bro, because some of you niggas ain't, some of you ain't listening. Some of you don't choose to listen, and some of you just don't give a damn. But lately, these past weeks, like shout out to MC8, uh, James McDonald, and still, the Gangster Chronicles podcast. Check them out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They saying basically it's time for the OGs to step up. It's time for the OGs to step up and step in because a lot of these youngsters can't handle this shit. And then their excuse is, well, we ain't have no OGs. We ain't think about no OGs. Fuck a OG, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, that's why we at this point here. Like somebody got to say something. Whether you had a daddy in your life or not. But somebody got to say something. I mean, like, to be perfectly honest, I don't want to hear about my cousin, my little sister, my favorite little niece, nephew, whatever. I don't want to hear about one of them getting gunned down because one of you little niggas couldn't hold your liquor because somebody looked at your girl, because somebody stepped on your shoes, and you want to shoot shit up. Or you want to beef over a girl or a female. I mean, just whatever your preference is, basically. Shit. Hell, they beef too. But I mean, be honest with yourself. Like, is this shit really working? Like the hard shit, the rah shit, you trying to prove your manhood, he trying to prove he ain't no punk. Is all that shit really working, bro? In hip hop, in music, in rap music in general. Is all that shit working? It don't look like it, bro, because some of you niggas too sensitive. Some of you still wet behind the ears and don't want to believe that shit. And a lot of you throw that excuse that you didn't have no OGs. So, like I said, I've been dodging it for a while, but if I got to be an OG, so be it. If I got to step in and give you a few words of wisdom or whatever it is, because I'm gonna be honest with you. A spade is a spade. That's what we call it over here. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no gangster. I never portrayed to be a gangster. No, I seem to be a gangster because I wear red a lot. Yeah, but no, my family members are gangsters. I have blood. I have bloods, gangster disciples, and Crips in my family. But me, I aspire it. I wanted to be a blood, but my mama would have kicked my ass, bro. That's why she shipped me off to the army. So, but no, for anybody that had the misconception, no, I'm not a gangster. I just know gangsters, and I sing gangster shit. So, my dad, he's been to prison for drugs. My mom for murder. So, I've seen it all. whether you want to believe it or not. But by no accounts do I claim to be gangster. I just know gangster shit. But like I say, I've been dodging it for a minute. But if I have to be an OG, I'll step in and be an OG for some of y'all. I mean, I didn't get this far. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't no goddamn no cupcake. I mean, I've done shit. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to be gangster to do shit. I mean, we've all done dumb shit. So being from Louisiana, you already know. Bowdy ain't just a saying. Yes, we raised on doing dumb shit. And I've done some dumb shit. But if I have to step in to kind of help somebody else and prevent them from doing some extremely dumb shit, because you, be perfectly honest, man, we have to ask. We've been asking, like, who raised you new niggas? Who raising some of your new ones, bruh? Like, y'all ain't knowing, but you say you didn't have no OG. Your mama was your OG. Your uncle was your OG. Big cousin was your OG. But if you choose and chose not to listen to them, don't say you didn't have OGs. But everybody want to jump out here and do gangster shit. Well, where you learn that? Like, if most of the shit you doing right now, you claiming is gangster, where you learn that? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, OG gangsters that I've seen and known, that I ain't see them doing none of this shit y'all doing. None of this new shit. So if this is what the music side gonna be like, bro, y'all probably need to get back to that boogieing, that partying, that dancing type shit. Y'all need to get back to making that type shit because the gangster shit ain't you know it ain't working for you. Some of you too sensitive, like words. I thought words would never hurt me. Shit, bruh, words get you killed now over some stupid shit. I heard you said that. Bam, I'm coming to shoot up your house and your mama house. What? Really? Because you heard somebody say something? Because you saw him with this chick and you wanted her, but she didn't want you? Like, what kind of gangster shit is that? Because the gangsters that I've known, you know what they would have did in that situation with a female? Fuck her. Shit. And keep it moving. But you niggas will shoot it out over somebody you probably ain't gonna end up with in 2, 3 more years. Anyway, that's the fucked up part. Two, you're being sensitive about words. Like, really. But then you bring up the Black Lives Matter and all that type shit, bro. I can't even, like, me from day one myself personally. I've been saying we need to come down on our own ass just as hard, if not harder, when that shit jump out. But if I hear your ass hollering about Black Lives, nah, bro, I ain't even trying to participate in that because you just killed little Ray Ray over here because he looked at your girl. Like, I can't get jiggy with that shit, bro. Like, really? But you gangster. Rapperweed TV, the podcast. I am your host, Mike Man. Bust that Cash App, MBMG214. You want to support us? Go ahead, hit that Anchor app. It has 2, 3 tabs down there. You can choose to support us however you see fit, but it is greatly appreciated, and it goes toward the building fund. Yeah. We're waiting on Rosa Nice from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to tap in. Oh, there she is. I see her. Uh, Rosa
Hi.
Nice from Philadelphia.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm sorry.
Let me
My
see if
phone
I can.
started ringing. Of course, my phone started ringing as soon as I came on. I'm so well tonight. I'm over here drinking my spiked eggnog. You already know what type time I'm on.
Already, I got my crown right here.
Happy
Man, so how
holidays.
long? Happy holidays, happy holidays. So how long have you been on that Loom app?
It's been a year. I put my first
A
song
year?
on Loom in November, like the third around Thanksgiving, November of 2019.
Yeah. And already, what is it? What 17,000?
Um, well, actually, I'm at 106,000 streams. My first song just hit 27,900 streams.
Okay.
And my EP, yeah, I put my EP on there in January. I have like 3 unreleased songs on there. And we just hit 106,000 streams actually this morning.
106,000 streams, man. Congratulations on that,
Thank you
man.
so
So,
much.
what do you consider your genre?
That's a
Like,
hard
are you
question. You know,
R?
I don't I don't like to categorize myself. I like to say indie, because that kind of just is like a overall category. But I would say I'm a pop artist,
Okay.
a soul artist, an indie rock artist. I have some songs that are indie rock. It just kind of
Okay.
depends on my mood that day, what the beat was sounding like when I was in the studio. Maybe I was sad. Maybe I was like feeling empowered. I kind
Okay.
of bounce back and forth. I got an EDM song.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, who are some of your main influences?
My main influences, I would definitely have to say, like, one of my really big main influences is Louis Armstrong. My
Okay.
mom really grew me up on Louis Armstrong, Gerald, Frank Sinatra, very like traditional soul music. I'm Italian, and like I could just remember my mom cooking like Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner, listening to Louis Armstrong or Aretha Franklin. Just these artists who are just so soulful and powerful.
Yeah. Now, I'm glad you said Italian. Can you hear me?
Go back downstairs.
Can you hear me? It's okay. Can you hear
Hello
me?
to my child who has 1 hour of the day where she doesn't need to be by me and she comes up. At least we're matching. Say hi, Mimi. Hi. All right, bye. I
Hey,
want to get
how you
Christmas
doing?
presents for my dress. Thank you.
Hey,
Bye. Now.
man, smoochie.
Oh, yum. Spit. Can you go back
Hey,
downstairs and make cookies? Thank you. Sorry.
man. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I understand. I
Life of
have
a
kids.
life of a mom. I got
Yeah.
divorced probably 3 years ago. She'll be
Okay.
5 in a week.
So I'm glad you say you were Italian because I was gonna say you got a unique voice, and me personally, I was thinking you have to be from somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm actually Italian and Native American, so I have like 25% Cherokee. I'm part of the Cherokee tribe in Oklahoma. So I just have a little mix of everything. My family came to America, my Italian side, in 1929. So,
Oh,
I'm third generation, they would call
oh,
me.
all right, all right. Hey, I'm part Cherokee too.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Yeah.
Eggnog break.
Hey, I feel you. So
Cheers.
how
We say
long have you
Chendani.
Chindani?
That means cheers. Like,
Okay. Hey, so how long have you been in Philadelphia? Are you in Philly?
So I'm based out of Philly. I lived in Philly for the last 3 years. When COVID hit, I was actually
Yeah.
moving to Atlanta. So what happened was, instead of moving to Atlanta, I just came to the mountains of Pennsylvania to be with my family until COVID was over. But then COVID didn't end, so I'm still here.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
from North Carolina. Like, I was born and raised in North Carolina until I was like 6, and then we moved to Pennsylvania. And I've kind of been like leaving Pennsylvania just to come back since then.
Oh, okay. So how are you dealing with COVID being an artist?
Well, I mean, it's so difficult being someone who loves to sing and just got started being in studios and putting music out. It's very difficult to like have that creative process just kind of like stopped.
Yeah.
I was like on a roll. I was making a song every other week in the studio all the time. And now, especially my mom's high risk, I can't go to the studios. I can't record when I have a song stuck in my head. That's very frustrating. And so,
Yeah.
just to get my creative energy out, I left 3 times so far in these last couple months. Like, and when I'd leave, I'd go work for 2 weeks, and then I would quarantine for 2 weeks before I came home. And now they're talking about the quarantine isn't really necessary, only 7 days. I was paying for 14 days in an Airbnb, and I did that 3 times, just to make sure that I didn't have COVID when I came back from shooting a music video or being. I was just in the Baby and Black Youngster video in June, and when I went to Atlanta, I went to Atlanta for 2 days. I was booked like one day. I was booked Sunday, had a fly out Monday. So the
Yeah.
shoot was Monday. Left Atlanta on Wednesday. Went to Miami. Left Miami and was in New York just quarantining for 2 weeks after that. So it kind of is. It's expensive, especially
Yeah.
since you're not getting paid the same as we were before. Like, there's no concerts, there's nothing for me to host. Like, I'm hosting virtual events. They're like, bitch, we're not paying you. This shit's online, so it's
Man.
been hard. But I can't lie, I'm a full-time student, so thank God that I have things to fill up my time other than music, because learning, has really been my priority. Learning and being with my daughter has been the priority during COVID.
Oh, okay. You have just one daughter?
Uh, yeah, I'm sorry.
You only have one daughter?
Oh yes. Oh gosh,
Oh.
yes. I'm never doing that again. I have one.
Uh,
She'll be 5. I was from a marriage that was super abusive. I just, part of that is that marriage is what drove me to sing. Realizing that there's so many people that have a similar story to me. There's so many people who, and women, men combined, who are afraid to leave an abusive or a toxic situation. So that's why I do speak about it. And I'm like, I got this wonderful kid out of it, but that's the only thing. Like, okay.
is that why you came up with resolution?
So yeah, revolutions came from the ending of an abusive relationship. It was like, like all the pain of just not understanding what I was doing wrong, and then just realizing like what I did wrong was accepting a lack of, in every subject area, like a lack of concern, a lack of communication, a lack of a job, a lack of education. And all of these things were barriers for me with people. And what I didn't realize was, you don't have to be the same as somebody, but you have to have similar like aspirations in life. Like, you have to want to be successful to want to be with me. Like, you have to want
Yeah.
to be the best at what you do to want to be with me, because that's who I am. I'm not the type to sit around all day and not perfect what I do. I want to perfect my craft. I want to be the best. I go to school. I take care of my business. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. And I'm almost 27. I'll be 27 in March, but I'm learning and, taking everything I learn and putting it into music.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say this. Do you well for one, shout out for being in the Baby and Black Youngsters video, and the first video I saw you in.
Oh, the Pac-Man video?
Uh, I, I I was scrolling and I was looking at your YouTube page, basically, and I saw that you had it in there, or it was linked in there somehow. And I was like, hold on. I was like, is that her? And then I had to stop and go back and look at the video. I saw the video numerous times before, but then I had to stop and then go back and like, hold on, that's her right there. Like, what the? How did you pull that off?
I just super blessed. The reason why I even knew that music was going to be able to be a career for me was because I've been promoting parties for so long, and I just promoting concerts, shows. I would be, in the regular general admission crowd, and somehow I always wound up backstage with the VIPs, drinking somebody else's bottle. Like, somehow that
Yeah.
always happened to me. I always wound up around the powerful and influential people. And so when I started doing music, I just wound up around the powerful and influential people. Like, it was mind boggling. Like, I got into the PACKMAN video solely because they were looking for BBWs, and I was in New York shooting my own music video. I sent over my photos because I just started modeling in this past February. So I sent in
Oh,
some of my stock photos. They sent me a message. They were like, come on down. That was so much fun. New York City, Times Square, twerking on big trucks and,
mm,
pretending like there was no COVID. That was super fun. I definitely had to quarantine an extra 2 weeks after that
uh,
video, though. My mom was
really?
like,
Really? It was during COVID?
yeah, that was recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the crazy thing is I've really been in videos probably since I was 19. Like, my first music video was in New Orleans with my friend Nucci. We were all on top of the buildings in the parking garages, walking down Bourbon Street. I just didn't know that self and do it myself until I got divorced and cut off all my hair.
Right.
I had to go bald. Britney moment.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because I saw some where it looked like it was kind of up, then it looked real short, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that was the look you were going for at the time or whatever. But I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this
for sure.
one thing. So you're a model. You're a model, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the loosest sense of the version, because
I mean,
I do
just
get
be honest.
paid to wear people's clothes, and I am on 3 websites as a catalog model. So yeah, I'm a plus size
Yeah,
model. Yep.
the size model, and I think I guess one thing I noticed when I basically saw on your YouTube and listening to all your music, I can tell you got confidence. You have like this confidence in yourself. Like is I mean I, I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but you can see me personally. I can see that you have this star quality because of one your confidence in yourself.
Thank you. I try. If
Yeah,
you, it, I didn't love myself for so long that I have to love myself. If I don't love me, how do I expect everybody else to love me?
exactly, exactly. But yeah, so you being in Philadelphia, how do you and since it's COVID, and I guess you say you do the virtual thing, but before were you performing in like opening acts or your own concerts or shows or what?
Yeah, for sure. I
You
actually
did?
love to perform. I've always been performing, like since I was a child, like in choirs and in musicals. I've acted in tons of plays. Um, sang the national anthem, but during, right before COVID, after I put out my first single, I started doing little house shows. I got to have my first real show at Voltage Lounge in Philadelphia, which is actually facing closing, which is really sad due to COVID. I just posted a snippet of that show on my page. They're facing rent eviction because of the pandemic, and it was a great place to perform. It was my first show opening up for a major act. His name's Young Swag. He's
Okay.
from Wildin' Out, MTV's Wildin' Out.
Really?
Super great opportunity. From there, I've kind of traveled and performed everywhere. I performed in Miami. I performed in Atlanta when I went in Atlanta. Where else have I performed? New York, Philly, and I gotta tell you, I get paid more to be a model than a singer.
Yeah.
I get
Hey,
paid way more to model than I do to sing.
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, hey, seeing that you're a model and you have talent, do you have any label ties or any majors or anybody trying to get at you?
I have not received any deals yet, but I have to say I have not placed any packages in front of label executives yet. Solely because I was in the room before at 300 Entertainment as an assistant to an A&R,
Okay.
watching artists come in and just shoot themselves in the foot by just not having everything they need to have when they go to a label.
Yeah.
I'm working very hard to have my ducks in a row, if you might say.
Yeah.
I just opened my publishing company. My copyrights are owned by me. I own my name. I own my business name. I own my trademark. I own my tattoos on my body. Like, um, every picture that gets taken of me, I own. Like, so when I do go to a label and I'm ready to get signed, because I would love a major label's budget for videos and be able to sit in the studio all day with their budget and just create. But everything takes time, and I don't want to rush it. I don't want to put my music in front of the wrong people and have a promise from somebody that can't execute. So I'm just being very cautious, even though I would love a deal. Anybody listening?
Yeah. Hey, so question.
Answer.
The picture with the snake. Are you snake friendly? Are you animal friendly? Because I
I'm
mean,
crying.
that was a big ass snake.
That was a python. That was a huge python, and it was scary. Like at first, I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" But like Cardi B did it, Megan Thee Stallion did it, Britney did it. I'm like, if all these other hoes can do it, then Rosa Nice can do it too.
Yeah.
Uh,
But were you scared?
no, I was scared as hell. The guy came. He was super great. He owns a snake rental company. He's also a photographer, and he brought the snake and he had it in his bag. I was like, it's okay in the bag, like it's not gonna be mad when it gets out. And he's like, no. He put it on the bed and he messed with its head and it like did this jump thing, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, stop, don't do that,
Uh,
it's gonna
how
attack.
long?
He was like, no, it likes to play. I was like,
Nah, I couldn't do that, man. How long did it take to get just that one shot?
we shot for about 40 minutes. Like the first 10 minutes I was petrified. And if you go through the pictures on his camera, you see the first ones I'm like this.
Yeah, I saw I saw like the one that you posted. I could see it in your face, in your eyes. I was like, wow. And that thing was like right there. Like,
Like
wow. I,
there's this one picture where his tongue is like touching my nose. Like his face is here and his tongue is like, and like you could see me looking at him like like you better not squeeze me because I will cut your head off, little snake.
yeah, yeah, I don't do snakes, man. But
There was the one picture too where I had to lay on my back and the snake like went around my neck and my breasts and like through my legs. That one was, whoo! I was like, oh my god! But eventually, I just like we took a break, and the second time was when I got more shots. Like the first couple shots, they was not it. But after about 15-minute break, a little bit of a little smoke break, I was right back on it. I was right there, like.
already, man. So, hey, you have anything, any projects coming up? Ooh, sorry about that.
I do. I have actually two music videos getting ready to drop. The first one's gonna drop on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's called
What's it
Like a
called?
Lady.
Okay.
That's actually my most streamed song off my EP on Loom, LUM Music. And
Yeah.
so listening to the fans and listening to what my Instagram followers have been liking, which is my boudoir shoots, and what my Loom followers have been liking, I combined them. So I did like a really risque boudoir, like sexy music video for Like a Lady, which I'm super excited about.
Okay. Can't wait to see.
After no snake, no snake in the video though. Lots of cake, no snake.
Okay. Okay. No cake. Lots. No snake. Lots of cake. Well,
No,
hey.
but I also have
I'm,
like I was in a calendar, a fantasy calendar, which will come out in
okay.
January. That's super lit. I'm 3 months in there. My birthday March. My birthday month March. Um, November, and I'm also I think he said he was doing one of the summer months. So I have 3 shots in there, which is super exciting. That's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Just a little couple things. I'm gonna have some merch for Valentine's Day for my video, where you can get a copy of the video early and send somebody like a dozen of roses. So just a couple little things that we're getting together.
All right. Hey, if you got anything you want me to promote for you, just shoot me email or whatever, and I'll be promoting for you because I love the song Revolutions and I love Do Ya. So and See You and Free. But I just want to let you know you're talented. I love the confidence that you have. Keep doing what you're doing, and you got a fan in me.
You got a fan in me. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate that
Hey,
because every time I talk to someone and they like my music, it's like, wow, like I'm really doing it. Like I'm really reaching people with what I wrote. Like this isn't somebody else. This is me. And in the future, I am working with songwriters now. I am collaborating with these big songwriting tanks that help you produce hits. You know,
yeah,
that's what a songwriting tank is for. They don't write your words. They help you with your melodies, your harmonies, your layers. People are so musically talented in all different ways, and we're all gifted in different ways, and when we combine and we come together, that's the true spirit of collaboration and true spirit of music. There's a reason why they say one man band, and that's so special because somebody doing the whole thing by themselves is just that's mind boggling. You shouldn't do the whole thing by yourself unless you're amazing at it all, and I'm not amazing at it all. So I want these resources from other people. I want to reach out. I don't know. Have you heard of that new app called Clubhouse?
no, no, no. What is that?
Man, let me talk about Clubhouse. Clubhouse is this invite only app. I'll send you an invite. I got you. I have 3 left. And you
Okay,
have to have an invite from somebody that's on the app. And all people talk about all day is business. Business, business, business. Now, there are some rooms that are a little risque. Wiz Khalifa has a room on there called the Smoke Out. Snoop Dogg was in there the other night. It was like I was smoking with my favorite people that they don't even know yet. Um, but
okay,
it's a great way to connect with people. So over like the last 2 weeks, I've been super connecting on there, finding creatives, building a team. Like if it's not Loom, it's Clubhouse or Instagram for me.
yeah, okay. All right. So before we let you go, and we want to say thank you for giving us a part of your day, a little bit of your time, and we wanted to give you your flowers for your talent and for what you do. So we we thank you and keep doing what you're doing. And like we say, you always gonna have a fan over here. So our question of the day, and I want to see your perspective on this. Do you think it's time, and do you think 2020 will go into this? But do you think it's time for us to get back into that feel good party, boogie dance type music instead of all the gangster rah rah? Because it seems like a lot of them can't hold their liquor and a lot of them too sensitive with their words. So, do you think we should get back to the party music or what?
You know, that's a really great question. I think that as long as there's a market for it, you do it. So for me, I'm not gonna lie to anybody out here. I really don't listen to a lot of R&B anymore. I listen to the radio 24/7 just to hear what what they're what they're giving, what their algorithm or what their formula is for a hit song. But when I listen to music, it's all about the content. Just as you said, like I listen to everybody from Kevin Gates and Lil Boosie to Extentacion to Drake to City Girls. But the music that I keep on repeat is Erica Badu.
Yeah.
Is that music that touches your soul. So I think there's music for everybody. Like some people are gonna wanna listen to that rah rah shoot your friend up because he stole your bitch type shit. Like that's what they want to listen to because we're injured. Like society is traumatized right now from things that are going on. So I can't begrudge that kind of music. It's their self expression, But I would like it to be real instruments. Like my dream is to be able to sit there and record live instruments in an A room while I'm singing instead of to a beat. Like I hate that like beats are just made like on a computer. Like so in that essence, I would want it to go back to that way of music creation where it's the producer and the artist and all of the instruments and we're all doing this together. But either way, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm probably gonna bang it, especially if it makes me twerk a little bit. Oh, oh.
Already. Well, that's a good answer, man. We appreciate you for answering. But like I said, I thank you for your time. We wanted to give you your flowers and tell you you always got a fan over here. Keep doing what you're doing, Mama, and God bless. And thank you for joining us on We Take the Podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you. Thank you to Rapperweed TV. If you know where it's at, right here on Rapperweed TV. So thanks again. I cannot wait to keep talking to you, and I'm definitely gonna send you an email.
All right, we'll stay in touch. Take
Okay.
care.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Man, yeah, the Rosa Nice interview, Songbird out of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia to be exact. Got my crown over here. Let me take a swig. So yeah, man, like we say, the question of the day. Is it time to go back to that feel good dance, boogie, house party type music? Or should we just stay the course and let this shit ride out? What do you think? Chime in with us. Go ahead, punch that cash app if you're so inclined. NBMG214. I am your host, Mike Man, representing NBMG all day, a day. Rapperweed TV, the podcast going up. Powered by StreamYard on YouTube. We got it going on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and more. So, hey, you want to get in? Hey, man, and we're streaming also on Spotify. So go ahead and take us with you on your jog, your morning drive to work, whatever it is, when you're cleaning up, whatever, man. Rapperweed TV, the podcast, hosted by me, Mike Man. I'm about to get ready and get up out of here and do what I does. You know how he does it. Biggest of the backwoods burning when it's loud, little loud circle forming because of COVID. I can't pass. I need 12 feet, 6 for the COVID, 6 for that penny ass blunt. You tap that notification button. We got a circle. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Y'all be safe. Continue to wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitize, all that, man. Stay tuned for the next episode. Rapperweed TV. Yeah, we out.